Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. The Massachusetts Secretary of State has sent out applications for mail-in voting to eligible residents. To learn more about the process, we spoke with an Attleboro election commissioner.
I am Henry Riley, election commissioner for the city of Attleboro. Now, the Secretary of State has already sent out the applications to vote by mail. And the deadline for requesting an application, if you're going to register late, is August 29th at 5 p.m. The success of the mail-in voting 2 years ago enabled them to continue it with very few changes. The Secretary of State mails out an application, then the election office sends out a ballot, the voter returns the ballot, and it is then counted. In essence, it's universal voting the way Massachusetts does it. Other states do it a little bit differently, but this is the way Massachusetts does it in an effort to cut down on fraud. And speaking of fraud, the state automatically selects precincts at random to double check and verify that the results X number of days later is the same as they were on election day. But the thing people should remember on mail-in voting is that, to start with, you can use the post office. And if you drop it in the mailbox, as soon as you get the ballot, then the chances of the mail ballot coming to the election office are 99.9%. But mail-in ballots can be done, in addition to the post office, they can be done with bringing the ballot to the election office, to the drop box at the rear of City Hall, or to City Hall during early voting. Now, the one thing that they cannot do is drop off the ballot on election day at their polling place. That's just no-go, and it's state law, state requirement. Another thing to remember is that for the primary on September 6th, that the ballots have to be received, to be counted, the ballots have to be received by 8 p.m. when the polls close on election day. Early voting will run from August 27th to September 2nd. The 27th, the hours are 1 to 5, and on the 28th, which is a Sunday, it's 10 to 2. And from Monday to Friday, it's 8:30 to 4:30, the hours that City Hall is open. And the reason that we have 4 hours on the weekend days, it's required by the state. However, they require 4 hours, but they let us choose the 4 hours we think would be best. Yeah, the deadline for mail-in ballots, for applying for mail-in ballots, is August 29th, which is a Monday, and that would be at 5 p.m. on that particular day. Well, there's no start date. As soon as they get the ballot, they can send it in. And my recommendation is send it in as soon as possible, or make sure it gets to the election office as soon as possible. And for those who are computer literate, there's a way to track your ballot through by following a line on the application card.